Fanboy, welcome to none other than Mr. Erik Estrada! And let's give another round of applause for none other than Mr. Erik Estrada!
Good.
All right. How we want to do this? How you want to do this? Anybody want to ask me questions to start with?
Yeah, let's see those hands. Put a hand in the air if you've got a question or okay, right up front and then I'll go back.
Do you got any new projects coming up?
Okay, I didn't understand what he said.
New projects coming up.
A new project? Any new projects you're working
No,
on?
I just did counting cars and cooking show and this battle, all that just came out. Yeah. No, I'm doing a live stage show now.
Yeah.
It's in casinos.
Yeah.
It's called America's Greatest Game Show. You go on the website, you can check it out.
Okay.
You could possibly win the $100,000 prize at my game, but at my game, everybody wins. I host it in casinos, mostly Indian casinos around the country. Why don't I use this?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Okay, thanks.
You know, but TV stuff and all that, frankly, I'm kind of, my attitude about it is I don't like the process anymore. I'm done. I did it for 40-something years.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm living on my pensions and whatever else I want to do. So I'm doing what I want to do now and having fun.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's why you put in your time so
Yeah.
you can get to that point.
Yeah. Thank you.
You bet. Come on now, ask away.
Wonder Woman. Okay. Oh, I don't like these.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, so I got a couple of them, more than I asked on yesterday.
Okay, let's go.
Can you really ride a motorcycle?
Yes, I can. Originally, I didn't because I grew up in Spanish Harlem, New York City, and I rode the bus or the subway. And then they had somebody come down from Sacramento named Scott Wilson to teach me and Larry how to do Larry already knew how, but we had to learn how to do figure eights and go slow and then pull up to a stop sign without put your feet down, waiting whatever seconds before you tilt over and then take off. That kind of stuff they taught, but they had to teach me scratch beginning. So I learned. And then when I learned, that's when I started having accidents. I went boom a lot. Yeah, I ate it a lot. A lot.
If there were a role that you could bring back and play, Taurus, Kolchak, or anybody by chance, who would it be? If you could just redo someone off, like on stage, unscripted for yourself, who would it be?
Boy, I never was asked that. That's a pretty interesting question.
I'm an interesting girl.
You're Wonder Woman. Got me wondering. I think Nikki Cruz, my first movie. It's called The Cross and the Switchblade. Yeah, true story. I remember when I used to shine shoes at Columbus Circle by the newsstand there, watching Daily News. I saw the Daily News. The name of his gang was called the Mau Mau's. True story. He's now an ordained minister and he brings people to the Lord, And it's shown at Teen Challenge and drug rehab centers and such. But I think that character, because he wrote it. The book was written by David Wilkerson, The Cross of the Switchblade, and Pat Boone got to play David, and I got to play the Switchblade, and I played Nicky. But Nicky wrote a book called Run, Baby, Run. And we were gonna do it, but I don't know what happened. But that would have been interesting, that character. And Ponch, of course, well, Ponch was easy for me because I was gonna be a New York cop. And from the age of 4 to about 17 and a half, I wanted to be a New York cop. But then there was this girl, and she was in drama club, and I said, well, if I want to meet her, all I got to do is get in drama club. And so I grew up in Spanish Harlem, and my attitude was, hey man, I grew up in these streets, I can act, you know? So I auditioned, I got in, and then boom, I got bit by the acting bug. There is the bug that will bite you, and you will have an itch and a half, and you will scratch it, and you will, I decided that by 30, I wasn't financially successful in this career, second thing that I chose. Was that me or you? Oh, that was him, okay. I think I'm on mute, I don't know. Let me see. The career that I choose in acting, my mother thought, oh God, we're gonna get out of the projects, my son's gonna be a cop, and she's gonna be my roommate. And I said, Ma, you gotta stay in the projects a little longer because I changed my mind. I don't wanna be a cop right now, I wanna be an actor. Ay, mijo, no, por favor. She went through all that, man, and it was like tears for days. And I said, Ma, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. If I can't make a living at this chosen decision, the second career choice, acting, I will, if I can't make a living, to have you live the way I want you to live. And also, the cop thing comes from my mother dating a cop. That's my first man I ever loved in my life was a cop, okay? My dad, we kicked him out when I was about 4. He was an addict, and my mother said, no, get out. I love you, but you're not gonna ruin the kids. Get out of here. And she never remarried, but she had a boyfriend here and there. And one of them was a cop, and he was awesome. And that's where my passion for cops come from, and So anyway, so I tell her, I'll make a deal with you. If I can't have you living the way I want you to live, then I'll come back by 30, still be eligible to go to Albany and become a New York City police officer, and you'll be my roommate, and I'll get you out of the projects. So she cried and carried on. Then I got my first movie, and then another movie, and then Hawaii Five-0, and then I moved to California and stayed there and sort of had to start over because I wasn't there when everything was on the street. So I couldn't reap the harvest from the stuff that I had on the screen. So, but I started over and a little part here, a little part there, a little part here, and then a bigger part there, and a bigger part there, and then pilots, TV pilots, and then Chips came along. And I auditioned for that, and NBC thought, by that time I already, I had 8 years of the Hispanic with the gun, the knife, the brick, the badass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stereotypical bad guy from the 70s. I mean, I shot a priest in Hawaii Five-0. I was a heroin addict in Maddox. That was an easy role to play because I saw it as a kid. And arsonist and Kojak and various other bad guys. So NBC said, no, this kid, we've seen him, he's, they typecast you. But the producer, creator of the show, saw a lot of punch in me. And he decided, well, let's screen test him. And once he put me in the uniform, that visually made me neutral and good guy. So I got it, and that was a blast. But I changed Poncherelli. He was an Italian-American cop. I changed him to Hispanic-American, made him Poncherello, which was in 1977, which was kind of before its time. But after me came Eddie Olmos and Miami Vice. Then you had Jimmy Smith, So it was a good thing. I had an opportunity, so I took it, and that's what you're supposed to do. Pay it forward one way or another. So then I went back to New York, and I said, Ma, come on, I bought you a house in California. Okay, mijo. So we go to California, and I put her in a beautiful house. I said, the backyard was big like this. I said, see this backyard, Ma? I could make this look like Puerto Rico if you want, whatever you want. Oh, mijo, that's nice. She sat there for like a week, and then when I came back taking a lunch on a Saturday, she's crying, you know, not trying to show me, but she was crying. And I said, "Why are you crying? ¿Por qué tú lloras? Why are you crying?" She said, "Ay, papo." Papo was my street name. I said, "Ay, papo, I want to go back to New York." So I moved her to New York. I said, "Okay, Mom, let's go." I took her back to New York, and I put her on 57th and 8th Avenue. And she lived there until this last April. But I took care of everything. Everything. So my deal, that's, and to me, so, you know, because of her, I wanted to financially succeed in this business. I wasn't looking for to be a star or anything. That comes if you're on TV every week, they're gonna call you that, you know. So, but now that my mom's passed, I got a different attitude about the business. I could care less, you know. And besides, I'm collecting 3 pensions, and I'm out on the street, and you know, I just work now to pay taxes.
Be authentic without being scripted.
What?
Be authentic self without being scripted. That's more you.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the way I am, and that's probably why Punch works. That's probably why I like this casino show that I do, because I host it. We play like 8 games, and everybody wins. I get you on the stage either by the drum or random, and we'll play a game, and I'll interview you. What's your name? Where you from? What do you do? And then I explain the game, and then my announcer tells you what you're going to win and what the cancellation prize for everybody else wins, and then we play and play and play, and then boom, right after you go right in the casino to spend your winnings and whatever you got in your pocket. The casino loves it because it's a big coin night, and that's a term that they use, coin night. That means that's a night where they make a lot of money. So that's why it's successful, and it's going to get better and better, and I'm going to get into slot machines with my face on it, you know, all that stuff, just for the hell of it. Why not? But what was your question? I will rattle on. But anyway, my mom passed, but she had a good run, and I'm so happy that I did what I did, because we only get one mother, and she was my queen. You know? She was my Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. What else you got? Come on. Throw some stuff at me.
Not literal objects. Don't throw anything, please.
No rocks, please. And don't hit my hair. You know how much I pay? I just bought this in Paris.
Okay, I work at a public high school, and we do a lot with the Spanish club that comes into the library. And I have seen you on a YouTube video for first semester Spanish song. How did you get conned into doing that? Was that a personal favor?
The guy called me up and he said, "Hey man, I want to do this thing," and they didn't really have a budget. And he said, "I want to do this thing, and it'll be fun." And I said, "Well, you know, you don't have a big budget, so you're not going to pay me what I want. So, but how long do you want to take to do it?" He says, "Well, we can do it in one day." I said, "You've got about 9 changes. We're going to do that in one day, a couple of locations." So we did it. It was fun. It turned out to be a lot of fun, and I get a lot of feedback from a lot of people about it.
What was it again?
It's Spanish love song, second semester. It's called Spanish Love Song, second semester. You get it on YouTube. You can check it out. Yeah. Come on now. Get them hands up.
Oh, we got one right over here.
When you were playing Cross and Switchway, did Nikki Cruz ever come
Oh, yeah.
on set?
I got to meet the real Nicky Cruz. He came and, you know, he was born in Puerto Rico, raised. His dad, when his dad wanted to punish him, his dad would stick him in a chicken coop at night. So the kid was fearless when he got to New York and hit the streets. And his gang was the most vicious gang. I mean, I used to see them in the daily news, Mau Mau's, naming Mau Mau's. Their motto was to draw blood, but they did it with, you know, hands. They didn't do it with knives. Now gangs are not gangs. They're organized crime, and they're drug dealers and sexual traffickers and all that. That's what they are now. But back then, gangs, you know, you did it with this.
Kind of to build on what you were just speaking about, did I hear you correctly? Did you said you worked at Columbus Circle and then just later you moved your mom to 57th and 8th, like
Yeah.
right by there, right? But what were you doing at Columbus Circle? Was that when you were a kid? You mean?
I used to shine shoes as a kid there. And now the Trump building is there, but back then it was 1010 Winds Radio. And now you got the Trump building there. But my mother and I lived on 103rd and First Avenue in Spanish Harlem in the projects. And when I started making the dough, I moved it to, well, first I bought her a house, she didn't dig it. So I brought her back to New York and I put her in that building. Brand new building, she was a tenant in the building. And on 57th and 8th, the Sharefield. It's a building where you can go right through to 56th Street in the middle of the block. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I was just curious. I lived up there a long time.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I used to shine shoes in that corner. It's a trip. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Well, our internet stalked you a little bit and saw that you were on a dancing show. I guess it was a Hispanic
Spanish
version.
one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
man.
was wondering how you enjoyed that process, if you've ever been approached by